Hello everyone, it's Brittany, and I decided to come back with another video. This time I'm actually doing some digital art. I decided to kind of try and dive back into digital art again after taking about a 2-month break. If you watched my last video, you'll kind of understand and kind of see my reasoning why. I just felt very lazy with my art. I felt like I wasn't producing anything that was worthwhile digitally, and I needed to go back to my roots. So I decided to redraw a piece that I did traditionally, or not redraw the piece, but base this piece off of this drawing that I did traditionally using Ohuhu markers. I just feel like it's so stiff, and digital art has so many more opportunities to liven up a piece that I felt like it was a good candidate for me to do that with this one. So I went ahead and changed a few things, and in the end I am a lot happier with how this piece turned out than I am with the traditional version of this piece. The traditional one is just so stiff and lifeless, and I noticed that a lot with my traditional work, that, you know, even though I took a break from digital because my work felt lackluster, my traditional work is very stiff. And so I still have a lot to go on this art journey that we're all on together. And I just need to, I basically realized that I need to accept that everybody is on a different part of their journey, and I need to just dive back in. Otherwise, I'm not gonna get anywhere with it. And digital art, traditional art, each one of them are going to be a struggle for me no matter what I do if I don't try and climb the hurdles that are in front of me. So I am recording this with my phone because my iPad screen recorder, I know Procreate records, okay, but it misses a lot of the process. It doesn't show the canvas flipping, the brushes, it doesn't show any of that, and for me personally, I find that more appealing as a viewer. So my screen recorder on my iPad has been corrupted and it doesn't want to record anything. So I'm recording it with my phone, so I do hope that this type of content is okay for you guys. But I mean, I don't know, I find it interesting to kind of see everything that I'm doing. You can really see my process and what I do here, and I tried to make it as clear as possible, although I forgot to put my iPad into do not disturb mode, so my notifications keep popping up. But I digress. On to the process here. So as you can see, I'm just going in with different types of brushes and really just trying to render out what I'm doing here. I'm drawing on one layer at this point, except I have the jellyfish cap on a separate layer, so that it doesn't impede with the colors. Actually, no, I have the jellyfish layer on the same layer, but I have a overlay layer on a different layer, if that makes sense. So I'll turn on like the glow after. So yeah, everything is on the same layer right now. And then I'm just, you know, rendering it up, cleaning up everything. It's you know, a fun part of the process. This is the part that intrigues me the most about digital art, how you can kind of turn something from a messy sketch or a messy coloring to something that has more life to it and has all the lighting and everything that you could want in a piece. And for me personally, that part is the most intriguing. It's just, you know, I wanted to make the jellyfish look transparent, so that was like a big thing for me, but I also wanted it to look shiny, so I'm using some white to trim out some effects of the jellyfish cap, and then, you know, cleaning up the edges along that as well. And then I decided to do like some bead strands, so I'm just using like a brush pen. I don't even know what pen it is. I think it's dry brush. And I went ahead and just did some lines so that I knew where I was going to put these beads. And then I had select strands be beads, and then the others just be like regular tentacles that come down off of the jellyfish cap. I really like the effect. I like that I didn't make everything the beads, because I just feel like that can be a little bit overwhelming. I did that with the traditional one, and I feel like it was just a little bit too much. And then I end up changing those to an overlay effect, and I like how the transparency kind of lights up the piece. And then I went ahead and just kind of started cleaning up more of the hair and adding more effects to it, adding some shine to things, you know, the digital art stuff. See, this, I'm really bad about talking about my art, and I think that was a lot of the reason why I had such a hard time making digital art in videos in general, was because I would run out of stuff to talk about. So I went ahead and added some little texture on the tentacle bits, and then kind of defined more details along the dress, and going through and cleaning up the hair and the neck. And then I tried using like a glow, like adding like a blue glow to the piece, but I feel like it would have been too off, so I decided not to do that. And then I'm just, you know, going through and cleaning up the hair. I really didn't know what direction I wanted to do the hair in. If anything, it kind of looks like it's a split dye. That wasn't necessarily my intention, but that is how it turned out. I guess it's a split dye. And then after going through and refining the nose, I decided that it was time to add some sort of design onto the jellyfish cap. I wanted to keep it simple and not clutter up the picture too much. However, in the end, I think it does. But I decided to go ahead and add some design lines onto it. I didn't really have a direction on where I wanted to go with it. I just wanted it to kind of show off the shape of the overall jellyfish cap. And I feel like it captures it. It, you know, shows off what it needed to show off, what I intended it to, and then I just changed it to an overlay layer to make it transparent. And then I decided to go through and start cleaning up bits of the piece that I haven't cleaned up yet. I normally leave like the sketchy layer around the eyes just because it kind of looks like eyeshadow. And frankly, usually by the time that I decide that it's time to clean those up, I already draw the eyelashes and I'm too lazy to go back and do the eyelashes all over again. So that's a lot of the reason why I just leave that mess there, to be completely honest with you. Yeah, I gotta find the easy way out somewhere along the line. So yeah, and then I decided to just kind of add like a little bit more of like a black strand under the hair, and then I decided to start working on the background. I wanted to do something blue, but still have a little bit of like a pink glow to it, so I made the background kind of pink and blue. And then I went ahead and used like a blue airbrush with blue in it, blue airbrush, to kind of make the jellyfish cap look transparent into the background, and I really feel like I captured that effect how I wanted to. And then I went ahead and added some stars and sparkles into the jellyfish cap to add some glow, and I really like how that turned out. Then I went ahead and combined all the layers and started adding my curve tool effects. Since I'm just now returning back to digital art, I was a little rusty with my curve tool, but in the end, I really feel like the curve tool is my helping hand here. It's my homie, so it really helped out with cleaning it up. And then it took me a couple of tries to blur out specifically what I wanted to blur out, because I wanted to exclude specific strands of the jellyfish tentacles from the blur effect, because I didn't want them all to be blurred together. So it took me multiple tries, to be honest with you, to get it completely right. But after a couple of tries, I was successful, and I was able to kind of put a couple of tentacles more into the background, and I really like how those ended up turning out. And then I went ahead and added chromatic aberration onto the piece, because I really love that effect, and I feel like with this type of piece it really adds like a super nice effect to it, and really helps glow up the character. So yeah, that was this was my return to digital art. This is the finished piece. If you enjoy this type of video and you're new here, I invite you to subscribe. I make art videos where I ramble about my process, and yeah, so If you enjoyed, I hope you did. I hope you leave a comment down below letting me know what you think. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Have a good day, night, or evening. Bye-bye.